Thanks for the support as a channel member, Matt Dale. Remember last episode when Huyan got injured and I was worried we wouldn't be able to play very well without him because Hernandez was going to have to go out on the wing and then we'd stop scoring? Yeah, all that happened. Hello and welcome to part 40 of Bourne in the USA. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have two games for you in the league. We're at home against the Dallas Texans. We've then got an FA. I don't know why we're in the Vars again this year. We're the only team at this level in the Vars, but we're in the Vars. So maybe we'll win the Vars again, but I'm not going to show you us messing around, Varsing it up. So we'll then play High Desert Elite because they have a really cool name. So we'll play them in the league as well. Since you were last with me, this is what's been going on. And as predicted, without Huyan, we had to play Hernandez on the right wings. We don't have anyone else capable of playing there. And the goals just dried up. You can see when Huyan came back in the team, it was for the Baltimore game. Hernandez got a hat-trick. He then scored in the next game as well. But we were really struggling for goals. In the meantime, we went 4 games without Hernandez goal, which, bearing in mind the amount of Hernandez's we've had, I don't remember the last time Bourne USA Football Club, or whatever we're called, went 4 games without an Hernandez on the goal sheet. It was hideous. But Huyan's back now, and because of the amount of people or the amount of teams that get to go into these playoffs, we've not done too much damage. It's looking like Wolves Academy and Charlotte 2 have probably already got, this early in the season, already got the automatic promotion spots wrapped up. So it's probably the playoffs that we're looking for. It's one of these fruity 16 playoffs, which I'm not entirely sure how it works. Normally with these, what you'll get is like a quarterfinal, semi-final, then final. So I think 5th will play 8th, 6th will play 7th, and then the winners will go into semi-finals with 3rd and 4th getting involved, and then you get a final. So it's 3 promotion spots, I think. Yeah, 3 promotion spots and 3 relegation spots from the league above. Should we do the usual thing when we see how Charlotte are getting on? Are they still charging up the leagues? Oh, only down in 8, in 9th place. They've lost it. Charlotte, look at all these. I mean, you're looking forward to when we get to the National Premier League, boys and girls. If you thought it was fun with Charlotte Academy, look at that top 10 of that division. San Jose, Nashville, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Columbus, Houston, Portland, Charlotte, and Indiana academies. It was like we might get stuck in that league for a little while when we actually get there. Oh my word. All the academies. Oh, I don't know that I ever want to get promoted. Can we stay in this league forever? This is the team for the game against the Dallas Texans. What a name. And we've got Buckner in goal, a back four of Ankiel, Arriaga, Brook, and Costa. Paulus and Briones in midfield. Williams and Huyan outright wide. And then Stone and Hernandez up front. In transfer news, by the way, Tyler Forbes. Remember we signed Tyler Forbes at the end of August? He left at the end of October. He had 2 months in America. He'd been playing for Halifax in the National League, came over to America for 2 months, and has now gone to play for Truro in the Vanarama South. So I'm not really sure why he bothered coming over here. Maybe he didn't get a visa. Who knows? But he's gone back again after 2 months. It's very, very rare, in my experience, for a player to leave so soon after signing for a club. Normally, when you come in and try and negotiate with them, you get the whole, I don't want to negotiate, I've only just signed for this club thing. So I can only assume that English Vanarama South sides are so far ahead of American Tier 7 sides that it's like, wow, it's like Manchester United coming in for me. Truro? Yeah, I'm going to come and play for Truro. So he's gone. It was going to be the downside of our new policy of having most of the team on non-contracts until they've proven themselves. If they don't get time to prove themselves before someone swoops in, we do lose them. So we are down a striker. Hernandez with the free kick, and it's just over. Normally he scores them. That's very sad, seeing that fly over the crossbar like that. Where are the Texans in the league? Dallas Texans are down in 17th place. So we're at home against them. This should be a fairly straightforward 3 points for us if we're serious about getting promoted this season, which I'm still in 2 minds about whether or not we are. I'd be pretty comfortable doing 2 seasons in this league, partly because I think off the field we need money. We're actually in the black for the first time in a long time. We need to sort the finances out and get to the point where when we do get promoted, we can spend a little bit more money, because as we've found this year, we couldn't really do much in the transfer market because we had no money to offer increased wages or anything like that. So if we were to go up again, I think we'd face that same problem at the moment. Whereas if we consolidated a little bit more, it might be a little bit easier as and when we do go up. But the other part of me is I just want to avoid all those hideous academies, let them all get up into the Championship and just have the Premier League look like the current MLS and the Championship be an MLS Reserve League. And then we'll worry about that when we get there. Hopefully by the time we get to that kind of level, not only will we be a lot better off financially off the pitch, but I'd like to think when we're in tier 2, tier 3, getting loans from our parent club Bourne in England might actually become a realistic possibility for us. And we might actually become everything we loathe about these academy clubs, and we could become an academy club of our own of sorts, because we'd have all these English academy players who could come in and play for us, and that would be brilliant. I don't know if there's a limit on the amount of them that we can take, but obviously I think Bourne Town have won the Champions League in back-to-back seasons. That's the kind of youngsters we want to be able to bring in. But at the moment, anytime we ask, it's like, no, you're not having anyone. What do you mean? What do you mean? You realise you're in non-league? What do you mean you want to loan some of our youngsters? What's in that for us? So it's not on the cards yet, but I'm getting very excited about the day it happens. You know what's going to happen, though. We'll get to tier 3. We'll finally be able to do some loans and Bourne will pull out completely. I don't know that that's actually an option in the database, because I think I had it set up for them to be permanently co-owned, same board, all that kind of stuff. So I don't think it's an affiliate arrangement that can be cancelled. But knowing my luck, it's going to get cancelled. We all know it's going to be. Right, 1-0, just over an hour gone. We are making hard work of this game that should have been a formality, really. Charlotte, too, getting absolutely battered by Western at the moment, which does make things a little bit interesting looking up at those automatic promotion spots. It suggests it's not like all said and done up there at the moment, which would be lovely. I'd very much like to be in the mix for automatic promotion if we can get a run of results together now that we've got Hu Yan back in the side. What we don't have is anyone who can come on for Williams in this situation, which is a bit of a problem. So I don't know, we'll play Johnson out there. What's the worst that can happen? We are only 1-0 up, so probably several bad things could happen. Hernandez nodding it back, trying to get it back towards Ankiel, who took the throw, but it was a pretty poor attempt at doing so, and we've given the ball away here, but Arriaga's there to head clear. But as ever, we don't have a midfield, so the headed clearance just goes back to the Texans, who do have a midfield, and they're now using that midfield to pass the ball around and get closer to our goal. It's a filthy tactic that I don't approve of, but they have engineered themselves an opportunity. Luckily, they're rubbish and they shot wide. So it's still 1-0. Fifth in the league is where we stand at the moment, if everything ends as it is. And we have another throw from this left-hand side, and Hernandez picks the ball up this time. Lovely cross for Hu Yan. It's a 7th goal of the season for him. It's a beautiful cross from Hernandez. That's one of the other reasons why he gets so many assists by the end of the year. It's not just because he takes the corners. Did you see the quality on this pass? It was so easy for Hu Yan. Free header, just nods it past the keeper. 2-0, and that should be that now. It would leave us 9 points behind Charlotte 2, with more than half the season still to go. I mean, it's not unreasonable to... What is going on there? There's a 9-2. Sorry to interrupt you, Kev, but there's a 9-2 going on. So Wolves Academy have scored 9 goals away from home. They're ridiculous. I need more information. But it looks like we've got to watch this nothing highlight. Instead, I want to see what's going on in that game. 9-2. Who were they playing, and are they any good? That's the information that I want. Or have Wolves just decided, right, we're having this, we're going to have this wrapped up by Christmas. No more messing around. This is a team that couldn't beat us earlier in the year. That gives you some context for how good we are. Look how the rain is throwing down at the moment as well. Rainy old Massachusetts. Does it rain in Massachusetts? Probably. I imagine it rains most places. So it's North Carolina 2, Wolves Academy 9. We need to see where North Carolina are in the league. I was trying to have a little look there before the game rudely decided to end, but we'll have a look at the league table that we'll be presented with in a moment. and just try and get some context on what's just happened there. There must have been red cards or bad injuries or something's gone on, unless North Carolina, okay, they potentially are just rubbish. They've only got 8 points all year. 9-2 though. That's absurd. Right, we're going to go and play this FA Vars game off camera. Then we'll be back for the what was their name? I know it was a good name. Can't remember what they were called. The High Desert Elite. Where do we think the High Desert Elite are based? They are based in North America. I'm sure there must be a way to get more information than that. Facilities. Adelanto, CA. Is CA California? Well, our run in the FA Vars continues with a win over Inter Nashville. We're going to be facing the PD Academy, the Players Development Academy, in the next round of that. Look at how much money we've got. Goran Pavlov just put £60,000 in. I'm not going to ask where he got it. The man scares me. But if I hadn't have asked for a coaching course in the summer and been turned down, I could actually potentially get another coaching course out of him. I need to make sure I'm able to ask again before the money disappears again. But thank you, Goran. That's much appreciated as we head towards another transfer window. But for now, let's have a look at the team for this game. I think this is the exact same team that played the last league game. Actually, it's not. I think Brooke started in that one, but Brooke's tired after the cup game. So we're going with Arriaga and Ankiel at the back. Maldonado comes in at left back. Flores is coming in midfield as well. And Johnson in for Stone up there. So actually, it's quite different from the last team that you saw in the league. There you go. There's your 3 changes, because I think I was unchanged for the cup game. That makes sense to me. Not really. We should have kept the best team for the league game, shouldn't we? Right. What are this lot called? High Desert Elite. Still love that name. Is there deserts in California? Did we establish if that was California? I guess there are deserts in California, maybe, or near California. It's hot there, isn't it? I'm so good at America. I'm basically American at this point. I want to see the league table. I want to know where High Desert Elite are in the league table, so I know how likely we are to pick up a win today, because we do want to keep our nice little run of form going that we've been in since Huyan has made it back into the side. We're looking like a good team again, because we have the one tactic: give it to Hernandez and let him score a goal, and it works, and it's working again, and hopefully it's going to work today. Although it is the High Desert Elite who are on the attack at the moment. But the header goes just over Buckner's goal, and now we can see where they are in the league. They are down in 15th place. So although we're away from home, we should be good. Arriaga's picked up an injury, so Jeff Brook can come on for him. That's a pretty easy change for us to make. We don't want to be carrying any injuries. I am going to keep an eye on what Charlotte 2 are up to, though. Although it doesn't look like they're playing today, because if we do keep a run of form going, you never know. Automatic promotion maybe isn't completely off the cards just yet. I don't know what our 2 centre-backs are doing there. Brook has intercepted and just played it off nicely to Ankiel, who should be dealing with it. And he's just like, I don't want it. Just looked at him and decided not to touch the ball. What are they up to? It's still 0-0, half an hour gone. We should be ahead at this point. We're better than this. We are making things a little bit hard for ourselves just lately. And there is the goal for the High Desert Elite. Look how happy they all are, jumping up and down exactly in unison. They're delighted. I don't want to see the replay. I mean, it's just poor defending from us in the run up to it and for the goal itself. And I am going to demand more, because we should be doing better than this. We are a better side than our performance in this first half indicates. I'm going to point the finger. I don't often point a finger. I usually don't bother with any of the arm waving things these days. The novelty's worn off, but sometimes we've got to get that finger out and hope that it's enough to motivate the boys into doing something different in this second half. Wolves Academy piling the goals on again, this time against Arizona. And there's only 20 minutes left. We've done nothing. This has been really poor. Johnson's been rubbish. Stone can come on for him. And the only other changes we've got are defenders. Town Road can play midfield, so he can come in and play there. Swap those 2 over. We need players. We have still got about £800 a week, I think, of wage budget to play with. there's a couple of options that we've got that have come up on the scout reports. So I'm hoping there will be a couple of new faces in either before the next episode or during the next episode, just to give us a few more options. See, that's a problem. I'm just going to have to play with a one-man midfield. Get away. One-man midfield. Easy. That's going to end well, isn't it? The one-man midfield. Come on, boys. We've got to get back into this game, or any hope that we might have had of automatic promotion starts to dwindle away again, because Charlotte have got a game in hand and it's still a 9-point gap. We've blown that a little bit today. Well, that wasn't how it was supposed to be. We need more players. We need options. We need to be able to rotate. We need to be able to bring decent attacking options off of the bench, and we have none of that. We have transfer work to do before the next episode. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.